Konnichiwa, Stigma Smashers! Welcome to the beginning of the BlindishLatina content series on Japan. We spent 1 month in Japan, my partner and I, and it was such a dream trip. So I started filming everything. The first thing that I want to show you are our accommodations. The places that we stayed at in Japan were so beautiful, so different from what I was used to, and so cool. I filmed these room tours in each of our 7 accommodations, so you can be right there with us. We stayed in about 3 different types of accommodations. One category was more of a traditional hotel, sometimes classified as a business hotel, although they didn't really have like co-working or spaces or business centers. 2 are like Japanese style from a chain called Onyado Nono, which I love, spoiler alert, and 2 were more like modern style. Another one that or kind of category was Ryokan or Japanese inn. So cool. I love these spaces. They have the tatami mats where you take your shoes off, and that's like one feature of them, but so much more is there. And we stayed in a townhome that was a Japanese style home that had been renovated so beautifully. One thing that I learned about Japan is that they love baths. Bath culture is huge there. And you have to completely clean yourself, take a shower before you get in the bath. So you're gonna see the baths pop up in different accommodations that we had. The other thing that's really, really cool about traveling in Japan is that the hotels give you yukata, which are pajamas. I don't know if people understand how major this is. I don't think I knew how much I would love it. So right now I want you to think to yourself, would you wear pajamas that a hotel gave you? Would you enjoy that? And then watch my video and see how much I enjoyed it. But I think if you don't think it's great, once you experience it, your mind will be blown. All right, let's get to these room tours. Konnichiwa! Welcome to our hotel room in Tokyo at the Gate Hotel. And let's look first at the bathroom. What I really liked about this bathroom is that this whole room was the shower. It also has a bathtub, and it was quite spacious. Japanese toilet as well of our stay. So we got to understand a little bit more of the options on the panel. And we had a good sink with some storage. So pretty decent bathroom. There's also storage over here. There's a drawer. There's this seat, a mirror. Here's a closet. So because we have large suitcases, we absolutely appreciate this. They also gave us a coffee maker, and there's a kettle as well for tea, and I definitely used that. That was a really nice touch. The beds are what they call Hollywood twin. They are 2 separate twin beds that are made up. You can see that the sheets are tucked in the middle, but they push them together for a couple to sleep together. I never felt my partner when I was sleeping. We were in separate capsules here. This is a desk, which, believe it or not, is not super common in hotel rooms in Japan. So this was a luxury we're not going to always have. They also had lots of light. There are lamps all around. I really appreciated that. This seat was where we hung out. I did some work on this couch. And over here was where I slept. I want to show you the panel for the lights. So these are all labeled. These are buttons, and you can push them to turn off and on the light. So like this is the night light, turning off and on. And they have an alarm as well, which I did not use. There's a plug right here. So everything was laid out really thoughtfully. The pajamas, oh my gosh. These were really high quality. That's one thing that surprised us. The material is very thick, and the shirt is like this. It was comfortable. And then the pants, they remind me of a gi, if you ever did karate or martial arts. Very thick and so nice to sleep in. The breakfast was also great here. They have a buffet. They have 3 options every day, which is enough for the actual like plate that you pick. Everyone's super nice at breakfast. They have also lots of different options for drinks. Tokyo Hotel, that's a wrap. Konnichiwa, welcome to Hakuba. Hakuba is in the Nagano prefecture, and this is our hotel, Hotel Hakuba Hifumi. And we have the Hina room. This is the entryway where they provided us with slippers, And then once we step onto here, onto the tatami mats, it sucks only. It's a very spacious room. This section has a closet here with towels that we can take to the onsen because they have 3 onsens on site. One that's for men, one for women, and then one that is private that you can reserve for an hour. I like that. That's inclusive for everyone, that you can have a private space if you want to. This low table is Japanese style, so that'll be fun to try out. And then over here, we have our private onsen with a tap that you can turn on that has hot spring water. So this is outside, so that's the only thing. But I think once we're inside the hot water, we won't care. And that's the tap in the back. You can also use regular water. And then over here to the right, there's an outdoor shower. Love it. Once I saw they have these, I knew I had to book one. It's also a matter of accessibility. If I'm going to a women-only one and I have to take my hearing aids out because they could get wet, I'm not going to be able to hear as well. I'm not going to be able to see well, and I don't know the customs and practices. So I feel like better for me to have an experience where I can do it in private. We have our beds. They gave us 2 different kinds of loungewear. One is linen. This one they specially made in Kyoto from a tailor's shop, and then the other one is yukata, so it's going to be that like pajama style. And we have a water dispenser with hot water and cold water. Over here is a beautiful couch. I already sat on it. It's pretty comfortable, and a coffee table. I like this rug as well. And this is an area where we can sit for one person, like a workstation. This is where you can get cups for tea, for coffee. They also give you a cider, like a special cider. I look forward to trying that. And then we have a bathroom. A very lovely bathroom here. Look at all the wood here. Sink, the toilet, which I guess the door is closed, so I will reveal. Wow! Another Japanese toilet with lots of buttons. Hakuba is obviously a winter landscape and winter weather. It was very cold. However, we were able to rent winter clothing and supplies from Woody, which was a 2-minute walk from our hotel. Our hotel recommended the place. I was able to go online on their website and select everything that we needed and just make a reservation. They also allow you to pick it up for free the day before you start your reservation. So I got snow pants, a jacket, gloves, and snow boots, which came in clutch. They were so important because when I had to return all my stuff and then go out without it, I was so cold. And then it snowed again on our day of departure. So that made our stay a lot more comfortable. And it also saved us space in our suitcases. At our hotel, you put your shoes in a locker. So these are all lockers behind me. And when you put your shoes in, you take the key out. My locker with my shoes. Take the key for later. Konnichiwa, welcome to our hotel in Toyama. These beds are Hollywood twin beds. So they're actually separate beds that are pushed together. This whole hotel as well has tatami mats. So we left our shoes in the front in shoe lockers. This is a closet in which we have yukata, so our lovely pajamas. Over here is a desk. This is where we can work and relax. It's a very compact space, but it's well laid out. Complimentary gift in the fridge, and we haven't looked yet. So let's see what it is. Oh, hey, what is this? Orange Financier. That's what I'm reading here. Now onto the bathroom, and everything is like sliding doors, which is super convenient. They have a direct connection to the onsen hot spring water that you can turn on in your room with this button. And we accidentally pushed the button and the water started running for 10 minutes. We didn't know that though. We thought we could just stop it. But when my partner called downstairs, they said, oh, when you push the button, the water runs for 10 minutes. In here, you also have a bathing area. So this is gonna be where you shower. Now we know how to shower in the Japanese way, where you sit on the stool and you use this bucket and dump water over yourself. Do you like to take baths? Are you really into your like soaks? Let me know in the comments. Now for the rest of the bathroom, I love that they provide so many things. We have a razor, we have Q-tips, and everything's labeled, like shower cap. The toilet also has a door, which we appreciate the privacy of an enclosed toilet. If you'll notice, there are sandals here on the bottom. This also was in our other hotel. So I think because this is a toilet space, they just have a custom maybe of putting like special sandals for the toilet room. And we have so many things like buttons. The onsens are open all night long. I was super surprised. They're open from 3 in the afternoon until 10 in the morning. And I requested that the hotel provide me with someone to give me a tour. They said just to let them know when I want to check out the onsen and one of their staff can assist me. So I hope that can happen because that will make it much more accessible for me. Hello from Hida, Furukawa. We have had a beautiful property here that was renovated in 2015. It is an entire building just for us, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. I'm gonna take you quickly through. This is gonna be very quick because we have to check out now. So you're seeing us at the end of our stay. In front of the house is a beautiful canal and this runs the length of the street. We did see carp in here the other day. Here is the living room. We have a small kitchen. It's very nice. That couch is super comfortable. Coffee station, and this has a super high ceiling. And these doors are really cool. So this used to be like where you would put really valuable things, and in case something happened, you would close these huge doors. Now we're going up to the 2nd level. This one is empty. It was not set up since we are only 2 people. And we have the hallway. And this is our bedroom with tatami mat. We changed the way our beds were oriented so we could be next to each other. Okay, now it's time for the bathroom. Very modern, very beautiful. You're not really outside, but it is cold, so you kind of feel like you're in the crisp outside air at the top. Welcome to our Tokyo property number 2. This property is called Ito Ryokan. And ryokan means Japanese inn, as far as I remember. I don't think there are a lot of ryokans in Tokyo proper, so this was a great find for us. We are staying in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom suite. This is the first bedroom. It has 2 separate beds and then a closet over here on the left, like an open style closet. And here is the ensuite bathroom for this room. The toilet opens automatically when I go in, so it should probably open soon and welcome us. Hello! And this bathroom has a shower stall here. It has a rack. And it's really beautiful and modern. You see like a nice sink with ample space to put things on. So this room has a really big table. They only have 4 chairs on here, but the size of the table is huge. This is a Western style table, but then they also have a tatami mat area with a low table and these cushions to sit on. So this would be now Japanese style sitting area. Beautiful windows, super mindful of this hole in the middle of the property. So I memorized it, but hopefully it won't cause any problems. Japanese style rock garden, but it's a very small one. And we have some flowers here. So over here, this property has a kitchen and it's really well equipped. Here's the fridge. They have even a dishwasher, which I was not expecting. Here's the dishwasher, yay! I will be using this a lot. Over here is the 2nd bedroom. And then over here is the closet. The closet has a painted door. This is the bathroom. This does have an accessibility issue for me. It requires a big step up. This bathroom is super nice because the shower area has a bathtub included. And this is very traditional for Japanese bathrooms because you take a shower and then you get in the bath to relax. You're not using the bath to clean yourself. This whole room is a wet room. Okay, the rest of the bathroom is very spacious. We have the area with a sink and then that flows right into the toilet. And it's a really big bathroom. So thanks for checking out our 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom suite at Ito Ryokan. Can't wait to experience it. Konnichiwa and welcome to Kyoto. We are staying in another Onyado Nono property here, which if you saw earlier, we were in Toyama at one of their other hotels. This is a Japanese small hotel chain from what I understand. And this room is bigger. This is our biggest Onyado Nono room. So let's check it out. There's a whole hallway all the way to here where you have the door that you can partition off the room. So what's in the hallway? First of all, you have a bathroom with a toilet and a door. When you flush this toilet, the water runs out of the faucet. So that's why there's a little hand towel here. So I'm gonna flush it. There you go. There's no soap or anything, but it's like, I guess, a quick wash. And the bathroom remains open. Over here on this side, now you have the rest of the bathroom. There's a sink. Oh, this is a shower. So our hotel in Toyama had a bathtub, and we have liked and enjoyed bathtubs, but we don't always use them. So this is gonna be fine. It's a nice shower. It has a seating kind of bench, and they provide all the products. There's a mirror. It's very organized. This is a big closet. Both of our suitcases are in here right now, so that gives you an idea of the size. And I love that there's a door. We don't have to look at them. Here is a coffee tea station. There is a kettle back there, and there's a fridge here. Over here is hangers. I have hangers. These are our yukata. We're so excited to wear more yukata. And there's, I think, some open space below. You have the desk. There's some empty shelves, an empty drawer, and a safe. They give you this rack. This is where you hang your towels, like from the shower. There are baskets below as well with all the things they give us. They give us socks, they give us 2 towels, a big bath towel, and they give us an exfoliating towel, which is this one with the texture. And we have a little nightstand in the middle. We can open the window up to see a little bit of this Kyoto city. And you can also make it completely dark with this screen in front. We're high up, we're on the top floor, the 9th floor of the hotel. So this is kind of the view of this area of Kyoto. This is near the train station. Finally, an area for relaxation in the corner where we have what I thought was a couch, but is kind of like a bench with pillows and a back pillow and a coffee table. So I'll be reading my books there. Welcome to our last hotel tour on our trip in Japan. This is the Kawasaki King Skyfront Tokyu Rei Hotel, which is very close to Haneda Airport, and that's our departure airport, which is why we picked this hotel for a one-night stay before we return back to the United States. The hotel has a free airport shuttle, and we actually just took it from the airport here because we came in from Kyoto, and we were able to then take a train to the airport to take advantage of that free shuttle to the hotel. This room is pretty modern. Let's go to the bathroom first. Small, but they've done a lot with the space. They have some shelving here. The toilet is behind me. The sink area. I like the storage. I like having that. The cups are up here. The towels are up here. Then in the shower, we open this door. I'm stepping in the towel. And it's pretty much a standard shower cabin. I think it's quite large. In the room itself, this is carpeted, but I'm wearing my slippers. The room has not a lot of space necessarily, but it has actually a lot of things. Over here to the right, we have a TV, but we also have drawers. Okay, that looks like a hairdryer. This is pretty open. Laundry bag. Oh, this is where the magic happens. Tea kettle. This is the safe. I haven't seen a safe in a drawer before I came to Japan, but this is the second hotel where the safe has been in a drawer. Next, the bed. Finally, I get to sleep with my partner. We've had a lot of separate bed situations. We also have yukata. Woo, yukata. Pajamas. Pajama streak continues. Very fashionable. Then there's a tiny table with a chair. And this is also good to sit on, which I appreciate. I always want to have a seating area in a room, and sometimes you don't get that, or you don't have 2 seats. I can't look out here because it's super bright, but you all can look. Well, I like the design. I think it's comfortable. The hotel also has a bath, and I don't know if we'll use it, but I love that they have these here. Oh my gosh, Kakoi! That means cool in Japanese. How cool were those room tours? I hope you enjoyed seeing all the details of the spaces. If there's something you want to see more of, less of, let me know in the comments. And of course, let me know your favorite accommodations. What would be your #1 choice to stay at when you visit Japan? We honestly loved all the variety and getting to see different types of accommodation. And my partner and I each have our favorites, the ones that we're dreaming of. So my favorite breakfast was at the hotel in Hakuba, Hifumi. Loved it, loved it, loved it. My favorite view was the townhouse in Hida, looking out to the canal. Oh my gosh, what could be better than that? And then I would think my favorite overall hotel would be the Onyado Nono in Toyama, because it had kind of everything that you needed. It had really good food, but it wasn't as crowded as the one in Kyoto. And those yukata were maybe the most comfortable for me. I really like them. Like and subscribe to the BlindishLatina YouTube channel for more accessible travel adventures. I want to see you keep coming back for more videos, especially for our Japan content series, because we have a lot more content coming your way on all the things from our Japan trip, which we love, by the way. I can recommend it to everyone. If you've been dreaming of going to Japan, make your trip happen. Don't wait. It is that amazing. Jane! See you next time. That means bye in Japanese. If you want to see more videos on inclusive and accessible travel, subscribe to BlindishLatina and let me know all your questions in the comments, and I will see you next time.